Okay, so let's
What you got going on?
close this job and open up. Let's open up this one that we're working on yesterday. So first thing, well, shoot, I shouldn't open that up because my first question was to how to the e-support. I got hooked up with that with Brianna. So files, tech packages. So I want to download a bunch of these, but
Yeah, I would start with just one until you get a kind of control of it. That way
Okay.
it's easier to understand.
and I don't remember what we did yesterday. But let's do this.
And the box, I think, this right here.
Right, well, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember. So if I click on this and hit download,
Yeah.
how did we?
Down here at the bottom. See down here at the bottom? Or somewhere right here. Yeah, right here. Okay, well, let it finish downloading. Is it downloaded yet?
Yeah, well, I
You
did.
can't open it. Don't try to double click and open it. You can't open it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's down. I downloaded a couple times today, screwing around.
Well, go to your download. Where are you? I don't know where you are right now. You're in the Acrobat. It's not an Acrobat thing. You can't do anything with Acrobat.
Okay.
So I would go to your C drive folder. You know the folder down here. Bring up your file manager. There you go. Go to download. It probably went into downloads. Okay.
Where is that?
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Right here. Downloads. Right here.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. So that's all the times you downloaded it. Right.
Yeah. So let's try this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So right buttons. Well, I don't know why. It's not an Adobe product, so it's not that at all. So right button, I'm not sure why that is, but right button and copy it, okay? Because I want to get it out of here so you know where it goes. Okay, go to your C drive. This PC is where your C drive is. Double click, go to Cabinet Vision or Planet, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Download. There's no downloads. Go back up. Save Windows. Cabinet Vision, download. You put it in here, okay? Okay, just, okay. Right button, paste. No. Don't highlight anything. Just click here. It's in that folder. Right button, paste. Okay? Okay, and, okay, now go to Cabinet Vision. You can't have a job open. Go Utilities.
Let me get this straightened out. Okay. Okay.
Set up package. It's a package. These are packages you bring in. You open the package. You know where it is now. Okay, and go find it. No, it's in C drive, Cabinet Vision. Scroll down to your C drive.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
That's it.
No, you got to scroll down in this window. You're not seeing your C drive yet. You might want to make these bigger. It might see everything. Cabinet Vision download. I'm just putting all these things in Cabinet Vision because you've downloaded a bunch of things multiple times. Download. Double click on download. There it is. That's it right there. Now open.
Okay.
Okay. Hit this button here. Shaking hands.
Okay.
It's bringing everything in. Or this.
I forgot how to do
Definitely
that.
do one until you understand how it works, then download another one. Because you could be swimming in all this stuff and it'll be really confusing for you.
Sure.
Okay, when this is done, you might have to close the program and do an update version. Okay. Yeah, okay, very good. That's all you have to do. All right, now close this. You now have brought that into your system. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Go back to main up here at the top.
Okay.
Okay, now what are you going to do? Open a new job or what are you thinking?
Yeah. Open. I don't know why it has all this literature in here instead of just. Whoops.
So that's what you open. That was a job you said.
Well, it just had a lot more information on it. Okay.
Says your path.
Okay, so that answers how to download a package. So we cut this cabinet out. We cut this cabinet, yep, and that came out fine. I had to change up some stuff with that drawer box. So one thing I want to do is, because most of our jobs are residential, so we're not going to be cutting out any door or drawer fronts on the CNC. So I'll just have to make sure that that's not nested.
Well, you just say it's a buyout door, then, right? That's what we talked about yesterday.
Right.
You made it a buyout door in the material schedule.
But okay, gotcha. But I want to, because when we bore those doors, I use the 32 millimeter system with the bloom machine and the stick. So the.
Oh, you do? Okay, well, you got to set all that up then.
Yeah.
For these holes to be
correct.
32 millimeter system, it's got to match what you're doing.
Exactly. Okay? Right.
You want to do that right now?
Sure.
Okay, so go here.
So for this, but here's the confusion. For this job, these are not buyout doors.
You don't want to do the 32 millimeter system on this?
No, we could, but these are not buyout doors for this one. We're going to make them in house. So I guess it really doesn't matter.
So we're going to set up the drilling for the doors to be on the 32 millimeter system.
Well, I would rather have that anyways, because it'll still work if we.
Okay, we'll just go here. It has nothing to do with the buyout doors. What we're doing now.
Okay.
Go to cabinet. Go to modify this.
Now, yesterday we had this set at 32. Why is it saying modified 32?
Because you've gone in and you modified some stuff in this job.
Okay. All right.
Okay, now you go to operations. And you're going to go to line boring. Okay, this is where you're going to set up all your line boring to be on that 32 millimeters. So you can't do that anymore, right?
Okay.
So you're going to drill all the holes. Is what you're going to be doing now that you're on the 32 millimeters. Is that what you want to do?
Well, no. I mean, I would rather just have the holes for the hinges in accordance with the 32 millimeter system, and then just have 5 holes for the shelves. Does that make sense? Is that doable?
Well, I'm trying to think. Most people just do that. So then when you're moving the doors, then you can move them up to another 32 millimeter increment.
Well, it's just going to be easier for assembly that they know, obviously, where those hinge plates go, because there's only one spot.
Well, the hinge plates are going to be drilled already. That's where they go. They will match the hinges, wherever you put them at, right? So you're kind of mixing systems here a little bit. If you go required holes, then it only gives you the holes you need.
Yeah.
After you get all the holes, then they're going to be in this 32 millimeter where you have a bottom reference point. So I don't think you want that. So you want to be on that 32 millimeter system, right?
Yeah, because the majority of the jobs we do are residential. So when we use the 32 millimeter system on the Blum bench, it needs to line up with that.
Okay. What is your first reference point? Well, okay, well, let's just do this anyway. We can come back and change it later. Go through all holes. All right, and then go next. And it's right here. That first question is, are you doing this, right? So you wanted to restrict all this stuff to be on the system holes. So that's going to restrict the way you do your drawer boxes. Or you can just drill additional holes for those. So I think that's what you're going to want right there.
Oh, I see. Oh, because that puts that little.
Yeah, you're drilling all the holes. If you want to be on that system, you got to drill all the holes. That's what you're doing now, manually, right?
Right.
So that's what you're going to be doing. So click on that.
So, but because it'd be nice though if for those hinge plates, if there was just 2 holes where that hinge plate went, instead of them having to figure out where they go to line up with the door. Does that make sense?
It will be on that. It'll be on that.
All right.
Let's just go through this and you can see what it is. Once you see the whole picture, then it'll make more sense to you. It's not going to make sense to you go through the entire thing. Next. Then we can come back and redo it. Okay, now this is what you're asking to do here, right?
Right.
Okay, so you have to drill all the holes if you're going to be doing this system. Because I don't know how else you could do it. Because you're going to tell him where to drill the first hole, right? It's going to be a reference point, and everything will be on 32 after that.
Right.
So I think this is what you're saying you want, right?
Well, for when after the sub end comes out, it would be nice if there was only 2 holes for the plate.
It would be the way we were doing it.
Right.
But then you would just tell it where do you want those holes to be from
Yes.
the edge of the door, from the
Correct.
center of the hinge.
Right. Right.
So, but you want them all to be on that 32 millimeter system. So, I guess you just need to see how the program works and see if you can adapt a little bit. Because if you don't want all those other holes, then so you're doing all of these on a 32 millimeter system, right? Now,
Yep. Right.
they're always going to be 32 millimeters apart.
Correct. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll just try different ways, okay, till you find what you like. If you want that, this is the way you do it, okay? Okay, now go next. If I'm understanding you right, you reference the top of the cabinet or the bottom of the cabinet?
Well, they're balanced panels typically, so.
Okay, well, that'll be a question that'll come up, and it won't really matter. Just pick one. Well, how does that work if it's a balanced panel?
It doesn't. If it's a balanced panel, it doesn't matter if it's referenced for the top or the bottom.
Yeah, that means the panels, so you have to be on the 32 millimeter increment then, all of your cabinet heights.
Yeah, but so our base cabinets are always balanced. The uppers aren't, but when we do the uppers, we just reference from the bottom. Because when we
pick bottom here, then you know what it is, you're gonna have to go through all these different scenarios and see what's good for you. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of doing a hybrid system, it sounds like. So the 32, so all those panels are always balanced on the bottom. That means the increments are going to be, okay, we'll try that then. We'll come up with that question. We're going down that path right now. Let's go next. Okay, now this is going to be, what is that value for the first one?
12.5.
Put it there then. First hole's at 12.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pearls. Yeah, from the bottom, 12.5 millimeters. Okay.
Yeah, you might want to find that, well, that's inches right now, so hit that button there if you want it to be metric. Yeah, you might find the pearl system was in before CNC happened, and most people have left that alone. I haven't heard people talk about the pearl system in about 20 years, or 15 or so. That was a big thing that happened back in the 80s and 90s. The balloon guys came around.
Yeah.
One of the balloon reps came up with that pearl system.
Well, and I'm okay abandoning it, but that's just the way I was trained, and the way that stick, the metrics.
Right. Yep. But you don't need that anymore. You're just putting holes where you want them to go.
Well, I do for the doors.
No, you won't be when you see how this works with the hinges. You just set your hinge thing at a certain depth from the top and bottom, and that's what it's going to grow at.
What about for?
Drawers then, so your drawer boxes are the only thing that become kind of a hassle there because
exactly.
You basically lose a lot of space in there. You're losing 32 millimeters of space sometimes. So, but like I said, you're going to have to understand how this works, before you're going to be able to make an intelligent decision of how you want to move forward, right? So this is going to give you different options. But I will tell you, 99% of the people don't use restricted holes once they get a CNC. Because now you can just put the holes where you want them to go. You're not restricted to that 32 millimeter. You can make these, like if you want a balanced panel, then you got to make sure that the height of your cabinets are in 32 millimeter increments.
Correct. Yeah.
But you don't really need to do that anymore since you have a CNC, right?
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to, that's where you'll find out, but you need to make that decision. Next. You have to go through the whole process here and see, now what's that going to be? You want to put 12.5 up there too? Or put 0, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
12.5 millimeters there?
I don't know what the math is with adding these up. So, yeah, I mean, I'm okay. The only reason I'm fighting on staying with that 32 millimeter system is when we bore all the tandem on the back of the drawer front, we use that 32 millimeter system.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we have to reconfigure that metrics, that stick.
Yeah. I don't think you'll be using that stick. You'll just be, everything's just going to match up. Just put something here. You know what it is? You're not going to be able to understand this until you've gone all the way through the process. Okay. And you can go back and change your mind.
Okay.
So put something up. Put an inch up there, 2 inches. It doesn't matter, right? Something. Like what's the minimum hole from the top there? 1 inch? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, now hit next. Okay, now this is where you're going to say, yes,
I want these to be equal. And here, no,